Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be looking at the most powerful 338 Magnum. That, of course, is the 338-378 Weatherby Magnum. I'm going to go over a little bit of its history, its ballistics downrange, and then I'm going to compare it to the really popular 338 Lapua Magnum. If you guys like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. Let's go ahead and look at the king of the 338. The 338-378 Weatherby Magnum was officially offered in a rifle and cartridge from Weatherby in 1998. Now, of course, this was a Wildcat, so it had been around for a bit before then, but it's quite the powerhouse. As I said in the intro, this is the most powerful 338 Magnum. With a 28-inch barrel, so a pretty long barrel, let's go ahead and see what the velocities are. You know, the 200 grain bullet, you can get that going over 3,300 feet per second. The 225 grain bullet, 3,200 feet per second. So that's 100 feet per second faster than the 338 Lapua Magnum. And then with the bigger bullet, the 250 grain, well over 3,000 feet per second. Again, roughly around 100 feet per second quicker than Lapua Magnum. Now, this cartridge, I would say, is a little bit overboard. Yeah, it's hard to believe with that big 338 bullet, but I think it could get even better speeds if you bump that length with the barrel up to 30 plus inches. Even a 32-inch barrel, I bet you could get at least 100 feet per second more with these loads. But as a hunting rifle, it's really hard to beat. And even with a 28-inch barrel, it is still the fastest 338. All right, looking at the ballistics with the 338-378 Weatherby, I'm going to use a 300 grain AccuBond with an incredible BC of 0.720. Now, the velocity, it's going out around 2850, so really good velocity for a 300 grain bullet. Energy, insane, 5,400 foot-pounds of energy. The recoil, you're going to feel this one. Highly recommend getting a muzzle brake, and I believe it comes standard when you buy one of these rifles. So, let's go ahead and look out to ethical hunting distances. Even with this big beast of a cartridge, I would say 400 yards. You know, your velocity is 2358. Look at the energy, 3,700 foot-pounds. Just to put that in perspective, the 300 Win Mag is around 3,700 foot-pounds at the muzzle. So at 400 yards, it's the same as a 300 Win Mag. Now, this cartridge is definitely has a lot of potential for long distance shooting, target practice. So let's go ahead and just look at distances. Okay, as we go down 600 yards, look at the energy, roughly around the same as a 30-06. 700 yards, 800 yards. That's the same energy that the 6.5 Creedmoor has out of the muzzle. So at 800 yards, pretty incredible. And the drop's not too bad, even with that huge bullet. Let's just get down to 1,000. Bullet's going 1,700 feet per second and almost has 2,000 foot-pounds of energy at 1,000 yards. It's just insane. And then that drop, 267 inches. So now let's go ahead and compare it to the 338 Lapua. With the 338 Lapua using that same 300 grain AccuBond bullet from Nosler with a BC of 0.720, your velocity is going to be 2750, so about 100 feet per second slower. Energy, still insane, 5,000 foot-pounds of energy. Okay, let's go ahead and look at ethical hunting distances out to 400 yards. I mean, still really good, 3,400 foot-pounds of energy. So roughly the 338-378 Weatherby has about a 100-yard advantage over the 338 Lapua. So if you're really looking at these two to hunt with, there's really not a huge difference. So if you're wanting the more powerful cartridge, go with that Weatherby. But let's go ahead and look at where these two shine out to 1,000 yards. It's still going 1465, and then about 100 foot-pounds less of energy at 1800. And the drop is about 30 inches more than the 338, 378 Weatherby. Still, these cartridges are pretty awesome out to 1,000 yards.
So the question is, why would you get a 338, 378 Weatherby Mag? Why not? To answer seriously, two things. One, you want to do some dangerous game hunting, so maybe up in Alaska or Africa. Two, you really want to do some long range shooting, so target shooting. The 338, 378 Weatherby would be a great long distance target rifle because of how fast it's going, and the 338 caliber is just in general great for long distance shooting. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If any of you have shot a 338, 378 Weatherby, let me know down below. If you have one, awesome. I want to hear about it. Tell me what you guys think of it. And yeah, thanks again for watching. We'll see you later.